Statements describe the steps that are used to construct the perpendicular bisector of line segment RS using string. Select all that apply. So these questions are always kind of tricky in my opinion, and what's trickier about this one is that I don't use string usually to find the perpendicular bisector. I don't know why that's their default. Usually we put the compass on each endpoint and make an arc above, below, make an arc above, below from that point, and then the line segment passing through those intersections would be the perpendicular bisector. But they did it differently because my version didn't include any string. So my strategy on this one was to try to work backwards. So we could try to find which of these, and we can obviously see the X is telling us which ones are correct. But like this was my strategy, so it looks like this should be the last point, or this should be the last step. M is the midpoint of line segment RS, and WV is perpendicular to RS. So I'm going to say that's one of the options. Someone might see this and think this might be the last one. Draw any line through M. That's the issue. Drawing any line through the midpoint isn't going to give us a perpendicular bisector. Like if we have a midpoint and you draw a line through it, that line might be diagonal and then it's not perpendicular. So that's why I'm choosing D over E. D is talking about point M, so now I'm going to look for one that creates point M. This one mentioned it, but we just ruled this out because draw any line through M isn't accurate. This is the only other one that mentions M. Label the point where WV intersects RS as M. Okay, so that sounds right to me. And we started with line segment RS is what they're saying up here. So now I need to figure out where this WV is coming from. So I look at my options, something about WV, here's something, and here is something. Use a straight edge to draw WV is probably coming before this one, so I'm going to highlight that. And then this other one about WV, label the points where the arcs intersect each other as W and V. Okay, so now I'm kind of seeing it. W and V are these arcs. That's what they're describing, so hope that picture was helpful. So I'm going to highlight A as well, because I need to figure out where line WV came from, and it was these points. Label the points where the arcs enter. Okay, so now we need to find something that's making arcs. So I look for one that talks about arcs. Draw RS, place a thumbtack on R, and draw an arc through RS. Or draw RS, place a thumbtack on R. Okay, so these are the same steps, so I know it's one or the other. Draw a large arc through RS, repeat for S without adjusting the length of the string. Right, so that's how we do it. We make the arc from both points when you're doing perpendicular bisectors, so this is a better answer than B, because B is saying to just make the arc from one point. But just as a reminder, I'll do it poorly one more time. You have a line segment, and you want to bisect that line segment. You take the compass and put it on this point and make an arc, and then also make an arc below from this point. And then keeping the length, you go to this point, make an arc above, make an arc below, and so this intersection, this is W, this is V, so I make a line, and that would be a perpendicular bisector. So my strategy on this one is to go backwards, and that's my best advice besides just learning the steps.